Gilas is now 1-1 in their tune-up games after losing to San Miguel a la Pilipinas 93-89 on Monday. The ABL squad avenged its previous loss with imports Nick King, Adrian Forbes, and Khalif Watt combining for 46 points. The national pool, on the other hand, was paced by RR Pugoy with 14 markers. Meanwhile, Coach Tim Cone hopes that the loss would turn out to be a step in the right direction as Gilas continues to prepare for the 2019 SEA Games. Gilas will have its last tune-up game next week against a team from Taiwan.
Gilas took another blow as a huge member of the national pool will be sidelined due to injury. After dislocating his thumb during practice for last Friday's PBA game, Barangay Ginebra big man Greg Slaughter will have to miss action till he completely recovers. Although MRI results showed no signs of torn ligaments or broken bones, Coach Tim Cone says he has accepted the possibility that Slaughter might not make it back in time for the Southeast Asian meet.
A major part of the Philippine Badminton SEA Games build-up now includes joining the Smart National Open Badminton Tournament. To learn more about this positive development, my partner Erika Padilla-Cariaso attended the press conference of the upcoming tourney.
Looking to gain a significant edge a week before the 2019 SEA Games, the Philippine badminton team is set to compete in the Smart National Open Badminton Tournament happening on November 17 to 22 at the Muntinlupa Sports Complex.
The main significant thing this year is that it's going to be the trial run for the SEA Games. Muntinlupa as a venue is going to be tested first and foremost by a national team. Of course, sparring with them are the medalists from both UAAP and NCAA. So we are hoping that somehow it's going to help our national team get the familiarization that they need.
Cultivating the sport here in the country doesn't stop with the SEA Games preps. Partnering with MVP Sports Foundation, the Philippine Badminton Association assures that progress is being made from the ground up.
What we want to happen is to educate them further, give them better training, expose them to tournaments not only locally but also abroad to be able to produce international level talents that can represent us in future tournaments.
The Philippine Southeast Asian Games Organizing Committee held a pep rally on Saturday for the workforce of the 30th staging of the biennial meet. Check out the sights and sounds from the festive affair with this report from Paolo del Rosario.
A key ingredient for successful hosting of any sporting event is an effective workforce. The SEA Games is no exception.
When we say workforce, these are full-time people, no? So we are about 647. The volunteers is 9,000, no? So another one yun. But they're also part of the workforce. So ito yung full-time na magli-lead sa lahat ng mga volunteers.
It's a stressful job, ensuring the games go smoothly. Luckily, the hardworking men and women that make up the SEA Games workforce also get a day off. This particular day off is special. It is the pep rally hosted by the Fisco. Here they play games, eat, laugh, and drink before rolling up their sleeves to put in the hard work again.
This is the first time that we are giving also tribute to the workforce and volunteers to release the stress. Next week, games time mode na tayo. We are starting already with polo, water polo, and football. So this gives us time to celebrate and prepare ourselves, release the stress, the pressure, para next week full blast na tayo because we are ready.
The rewards are just immeasurable. I know I've seen we've had baby milestones and victories, but you know after the games I'm sure it's gonna be extra special and extra rewarding, not just for me but for my entire team, the entire volunteers program and the entire Fisco who have been working so hard. They've been sacrificing time with their loved ones and you know with their other commitments para lang makapag-serve sa country natin, para makapag-host tayo ng pinakamaganda at pinakamalaking SEA Games na mapapagmamalaki naman natin, na maalala natin. Kasi nga, the next time we'll be hosting is gonna be probably 20 plus years from now. So our goal is to have the biggest SEA Games ever, the best.
The RP Volleyballs received shocking news as outside spiker Kalei Mao has been ruled ineligible to play in the 2019 SEA Games due to incomplete residency requirements. According to Larong Volleyball sa Pilipinas President Joey Romasanta, replacing the 6'2" Phil-American will be veteran spiker Aiza Maiza Pontillas. And before this, Mao was expected to spearhead the Philippine team's offense along with Eliza Valdez and Ces Molina.
Word has come out that world champion gymnast Carlos Yulo will be assigned to light the 30th SEA Games Cauldron, while 6 other outstanding Filipino athletes led by Olympic silver medalist Heidelin Diaz will carry the flag during the opening ceremony. Joining Diaz are world champion lady boxer Nesty Pitesio, Asian champions EJ Obiena and Marjeline Didal, World Boxing Championship silver medalist Yumir Marshall, and 3-time SEA Games judo champion Kiyomi Watanabe. The opening rites will take place November 30.
The Philippine shooting team hopes to carry its impressive showing in the recently concluded Asian Shooting Championships all the way to the 2019 SEA Games. Led by Carlos Carag, Hagen Topacio, and Eric Ang, the Philippines garnered a total score of 337 to finish 7th overall in Doha, which was the best result amongst all the participants from Southeast Asia. According to trap coach Fernando Mercado, the score is equivalent to the gold medals in both the individual and team competition in the Southeast Asian Games.
Another Filipino athlete will come into the 30th Southeast Asian Games riding tremendous momentum as Andrea Robles conquered the 2019 Indoor Archery World Series in Macau last Sunday. To win the gold medal in the women's compound, Robles outlasted top-seeded archers from Australia, Belgium, and US, making the most of what she says was a tune-up tournament. Robles definitely bolstered her gold medal chances in the 2019 SEA Games.
The Philippines national athletes set to compete in the upcoming SEA Games received a very special send-off with no less than some of the country's most revered sporting legends joining the assembly. To find out more about the star-studded get-together, here's my partner with her special report.
The send-off for the country's national athletes heading into the Southeast Asian Games held on Wednesday was truly special, to say the least. The affair was made extra memorable as Filipino sporting icons and current luminaries in Philippine sports came to cheer today's nationals. Among the legends who gave words of encouragement were Filipino athletics giants Elma Muros and Lydia De Vega, along with bowling great Bong Ku and chess grandmaster Eugene Torre.
Sa lahat po ng Filipino athlete, kaya natin to. Laban lang, laban atletang Pilipino. Alam ko po na pinaghandaan natin to.
Give your best. Talagang focus lang. Kahit na malalakas yung kalaban, focus lang to achieve victory.
As for the other side of the coin, today's nationals led by volleyball star Abby Maraño, world champion for women's boxing Nesty Pitesio, along with the Philippines top tennis team, were all appreciative of the fabulous occasion.
Sa lahat ng mga kababayan naming Pilipino na sumusuporta, nagmamahal sa amin, huwag kayong magsawa dahil hindi rin kami magsasawa na pagsilbihan ang ating bayan, na maibigay natin ang karangalan para sa inang bayang Pilipinas.
Suportahan niyo po kami mga atleta sa darating po na SEA Games. Ipagdasal niyo po kami, kailangan po namin yung suporta ninyo. Mabuhay po tayo.
So ganito pala yung feeling, lalo na kapag nakikita ko yung mga dating mga magagaling na sumusuporta sa mga bagong athletes. So masayang-masaya.
Since yung support ng PSC sa amin is all out, lalo na ng mga trainings and competitions na pinagalingan namin or preparation namin for SEA Games, sobrang thankful kami kasi naramdaman namin yung support nila para sa amin.
With a successful send-off now complete, Team Philippines is now out to reclaim the overall championship in the biggest sporting event in Southeast Asia.
That's everything you need to know about the 2019 SEA Games so far, but later on, you'll be in for another treat.
That's right, because up next is a one-on-one interview with one of the country's most accomplished national athletes. We'll have that and more when we return in Focus.
Ako si John Matthew V. Vergara, Tubong, Manila, member ng Philippine National Gymnastics Team. Nag-start po ako gymnastics nung grade 4 ako. Kasi po mayroon akong kaklase na ang pangalan ay Carlos Edgar Piulo. Siya po nag-inspire sa akin na mag-gymnastic ako. Then, nung sumali po ako ng gymnastic, nakita po ako ng coach nila na Porseguido hanggang sa kinuha ako para mag-training sa kanya. Nahiligan ko po yung gymnastics simula nung nakagawa ko ng new skill. Sobrang tuwa ako sa sarili. Gusto kong patunayan sa sarili ko na magtatagal ako dito, kayang-kaya ko. Kaya kong abutin yung dream ko na gusto kong mag-SEA Games, mag-Olympics.
We stand share a common dream. Our roots are old and new. Our stories, joyful echoings of bonds, forged strong and true. Together we're a universe. We are a future world.
Welcome back to In Focus. Get ready to meet one of the country's most fascinating national athletes here on Gold Medal Quest. And as promised, we've got special guest here with us. Please welcome the team captain of the Philippine women's softball team, also known as the RP Blu Girls, and vice chair of the POC Athletes Commission, none other than Miss Cheska Altomonte. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So first up, just a little bit of context. You know, compared to basketball, compared to volleyball, softball is still a growing sport here in the Philippines. So please tell us, how did you get into it?
So I started playing softball when I was 10, or well, baseball at 10 years old. I joined a little league called International Little League Association of Manila. And it was really just for fun, or I needed a hobby. Like, my parents just wanted me to get into sports. But I fell in love with it from the very, very first day. And ever since, it's all about that, having fun and being happy playing the sport.
And you know that's how you excel in any sport. You have fun and you become passionate about it, and now you have evolved into becoming the team captain of our national team. So tell us, how did you get into the national team, and you know, how did you find yourself really getting serious into this sport?
I was invited to try out in 2010. So I was in, I think, second year college at the time. So I tried out and I was on the training pool for a while, but I couldn't keep up with the schedule. So, you know, I prioritized school back then. And so I left for a while and came back towards the end of my college years. So full time, I really went into it once I graduated.
And finally, you are here, you are carrying the banner, and in less than a month, we will be having the 30th SEA Games. How is the Philippine national team for softball, women's softball, preparing for it?
Well, honestly, right now we're at 90 to 95% ready. That's only because we want to peak at the right time. So it's really just fine-tuning right now. We play against, we've been playing against men's teams, men's softball teams. And we've had several tournaments, international tournaments also this year. So that really helped also with the preparation for the SEA Games. And in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be playing against other women's collegiate teams. So we're going to transition back into playing against women.
Against women.
Yeah.
So that's really good to hear, that, you know, that having the opportunity to play against men gives you that kind of confidence, at least physically and, you know, mentally, because that's a different challenge.
Yes, it really is. Like, it's a lot tougher playing against men, and you're really forced to, like, toughen up and be ready for anything that comes your way.
Now, if you're going to go back to going against women, what do you think will be the benefit of that again?
Well, now that, you know, we have a lot more confidence in ourselves, because if we can hit against men's pitchers and if we can play against the men, and I mean, even defense-wise, then I mean, it really gives us the confidence that, you know, yeah, we're better.
Right. So based on what you just said, going against men, going against women, the point here is getting that confidence for the upcoming SEA Games. Yes. And just by context, we should share to everybody that since 1977, the country, at least the softball team, the women's softball team, is undefeated. Yes. And this will be the team's 10th appearance in the SEA Games since 1977. Gunning for the 10th gold medal. Is that a little bit of a pressure for you, Cheska?
Just a little. No, but yeah, for real, there is pressure to deliver, and more than ever, because it's going to be here in the Philippines. And I think recently we've started to put Philippine softball on the map, on the international map. And even in the Philippines, I think we're starting to get a little bit more cover now, and people are starting to hear about us. And, you know, that's really important also for us to be able to deliver that gold, so that we can also encourage more people to come and play the sport, because this is a sport that Filipinos can really excel in.
You know, that is really good to hear because it is very important for a lot of our young female athletes, youngsters, who really are very passionate about sports to explore different kinds. I mentioned earlier basketball, volleyball because they are the more famous sports.
Yes.
And it's good to hear that, you know, people like you are proponents to really exploring more sports for other people. Is the PSC active and really promoting this as well?
Well, yes, the PSC actually has been supporting our team. So they're also the reason why we've been able to go to a lot of the international tournaments this year and the past years. So they have been a really big help with that. But of course, like softball is also a very expensive sport. You know, from the equipment to like just everything about it is expensive. So there could always be more help, and we get that also from our NSA president, so Sir John Henry Lillier. He's also been supporting the team and helping us go to other international tournaments. So, I mean, with them, we have a good program, but there's always, you know, there's always room for more support and help for the team.
But you know, I always believe, and I think I share this with a lot of people, that it starts with oneself. It starts with the athlete, and there's so much about you that is not just about being in sports. You're also a full-time employee. So how do you balance things out, you know, with the demands of being a national team athlete and at the same time, you know, your personal life as a full-time part of the workforce?
Yeah, I didn't want to sacrifice one or the other. So I decided to do both full time, and it's really more about prioritizing. So I'm lucky because my coaches understand and my work understands as well, and actually they're very supportive of me being on the national team. So I guess I'm lucky in that way, but it's tough, but it keeps me on my toes daily, and I like the challenge.
That's really good to hear. So definitely it's discipline and responsibility are words that can perfectly describe you. But apart from being a full-time employee and being a national athlete, you are also part, as I said, of the Athletes Commission as co-chair.
Yes.
So tell us more about it, because as I've learned myself that this is only fairly new.
Yes. So this is the first term of the Athletes Commission, and we are basically a consultative and advisory body for the Philippine Olympic Committee. And basically, they were the link for the athletes to the POC officials. So I guess you could say we're like the athletes' voice to make sure that we are heard. So of course, like it's better if like, you know, it's channeled through a commission and then it gets to like the proper people.
Right. So if I may ask, what are these things that are usually being consulted on and need to be voiced?
So it's more on the welfare of the athletes, and that's what we want to protect. So anything concerning that, then we bring it up to those who can help.
So now, this is where we start. Where we are in the present is where we begin. And in the upcoming SEA Games, it's still a challenge that we have to overcome to get to the next levels, to get through the next hurdles. So tell us, are there any countries that you are really trying to focus your eye on because they will really be tough come the SEA Games?
Well, our mindset is also that there's no easy game, and there should be no easy game. So every opponent we're going to, you know, see as a top contender for that gold medal. So I would say like we're going to be ready for every single team, not one in particular. We're going to treat every team the same way, and that's, you know, we're going to win against them.
But you know, like what I've said, since 1977 we have garnered the medals all throughout the 9 previous appearances that the team has been there. What do you think is the most critical, crucial, and the most the proudest attribute of the national team that other teams must really prepare for?
Right now, I really think it's our mental toughness, because that's something that we've developed over the years, more than before. I'm saying like right now, like we're a lot more mentally tough than we have been in the past. So I think, you know, it's not just about the skills right now only. It's not just that anymore. It's also about how mentally prepared we are and how much we want this.
So I can clearly see, you know, with your confidence and with your composure and, you know, with everything that you are handling outside of the team itself, I am very, you know, this is one thing that I feel like we will really be cheering on completely and with confidence as well as you know, as the audience for the upcoming SEA Games. And with that, we would like you to please invite everybody to please support the Blue Girls.
So everyone, please come out. The softball tournament is going to be in the villages in Clark, Pampanga from December 2 to 8. We would really, really appreciate it if you could come and watch and support us. And maybe hopefully, get into the sport as well. This is a sport that I think Filipinos can really excel in. And it's going to be fun to watch.
Maraming salamat. Thank you so much. It was an honor meeting the captain of the RP Blu Girls. Be sure to cheer them on from here on out. In the meantime, we need to pause for a break, but stay tuned because In Focus will be right back.
Ako si Melvin Calano, taga Camarines Norte, Philippine National Team Javelin Thrower. Sa umaga po, weights o takbo, sa hapon, gym. MW po yung sa TTHS, umaga po, takbo na naman, sa hapon, throwing naman. Araw-araw po yun, Monday to Saturday. Sumunod lang po sa coach, saka kasama na din po yung prayer kasi importante po ito sa akin dahil namulat po ako sa yung sports lagi kahit simula po ng pagkabata eh. Pag mapahinga nga po ako ng isang linggo, parang mahinang-mahina na yung katawan ko eh. Ang totoo po, pag natatalo ako, lagi ko lang iniisip sa sarili ko na hindi pa ito yung oras na ipagkakaloob sa akin ng Diyos, kaya hindi ko dapat damdamin yung mga pangyayari.
Welcome back to In Focus. We have got a good one as you're about to see a highly informative feature about how the country has fared in the Southeast Asian Games.
To do that, we're going to look at which countries have had the highest medal tallies in the history of the Games.
To know more about this very interesting topic, let's hear it from Tash Alquiros.
Hey guys, which country tops the list with the most medal tally? Let's find out here. At the end of the 2017 Southeast Asian Games, leading the all-time Southeast Asian Games medal table is Thailand. Thailand has tallied a total of 5,810 medals, 2,162 gold, 1,827 silver, and 1,821 bronze. Indonesia takes the second spot in the medal table with a total of 5,041 medals, 1,752 gold, 1,620 silver, and 1,669 bronze. Ranking third in the medal tally is Malaysia, with 4,077 medals, 1,248 gold, 1,215 silver, and 1,614 bronze. The Philippines ranks fourth with 3,351 medals, 918 gold, 1,076 silver, and 1,357 bronze medals. Which country will it be this year? Catch the updates of the 30th Southeast Asian Games here. We win as one.
Although there's still room for improvement, it's great to know that the Philippines has been doing pretty good in the SEA Games.
And I'm sure the country will do even better considering that the Games will be happening on home soil.
On that note, the next thing we're going to show you is a music video that will surely inspire the whole nation to do great at the 30th Southeast Asian Games.
It's the official theme song of Team Philippines for the biennial meet performed by Johnny Cross. It's called Pilipinas. Watch it here first.
nagsimula nito. Bayani ang turing sa iyo. Pilipinas kong mahal, alay ko siyang buhay ko, hanggang matapos ang mundong ito. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, sama-sama tayo patungo sa inaasam na ito. Galingan siyang nananalaytay sa iyong dugo, damhin ang alab ng iyong puso. Tiyay at si Manny nagsimula nito, ipagpapatuloy ang laban mo. Pilipinas kong mahal, alay ko siyang buhay ko, hanggang matapos ang mundong ito. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, sama-sama tayo patungo sa inaasam na ito. Pilipinas kong mahal, alay ko siyang buhay ko, hanggang matapos ang mundong ito. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, sama-sama nating isigaw, mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
I had goosebumps watching that. It was very inspiring, accompanied by an equally uplifting music video. Congratulations to Johnny Cross for a job well done.
After seeing that, I can't wait for the games to begin. However, we're still a little more than 2 weeks away from the big day, so until then, keep it locked here.
And that's it for now. On behalf of my partner, Paolo del Rosario, I'm Erika Padilla-Cariaso, and this has been In Focus, the 30th Southeast Asian Games Update.